follows priest had he lived.
What's the most detailed thing this shows you? I mean,
Well, actually, yeah, okay, good. Then that should go, just slide in there. We lifted the top off so we could actually get a better idea of what the condition is before we start treatment on the mummy itself. 1, 2, 3, slowly. All right, there we go. This is the mummy of a 14-year-old boy. We think it dates to about 2,500 years ago, so a little over 500 BC. He's a 14-year-old boy. We know from the coffin that his name was Minerdis. He was the son of Inaros, who was a fairly important priest of a god called Min in central Egypt. People think mummies are kind of big and brutal and tough, but they're actually really, really fragile. So even kind of a small quantity of inappropriate handling can do a great deal of damage. Somebody stood the mummy up on end. What happened then was that the legs broke off at the knees, and then the feet broke off at the ankles and rotated sideways. So that's the majority of the damage, I think, that we're seeing here. The mummy slid all the way down the coffin. So we've got decoration on the mask here, repeated decoration on the shin covering and the foot covering, these gilded toenails. And I think opening up this coffin is giving us a whole host of new information which we'll be able to use to better interpret the lifestyle in late period Egypt. And goes on, it gradually spreads and spreads and spreads. So it's a kind of... The story that everybody knows about mummies is that they take your brain out through the nose, they take your organs out, they put them in canopic jars, and they put the jars with the mummy. What happens in this later period, and this is one of the more interesting things that one starts to learn, is that the organs were taken out, preserved, wrapped into packets, and then put back in either into the abdominal cavity or into the chest cavity or between the legs. We actually start to open it up to try and figure out exactly what it is that we're going to do once we get in there. At the CT scan, we can see that inside the body there are packets of organs buried with him, and possibly a scroll placed between his legs.